Now for problem number 6, again, let's apply these steps here. So first thing we'll do is to get the reciprocal of the divisor. So that is our divisor. So if you don't have a denominator, that's actually over 1. So let me copy the first rational expression over here. So that's 6x squared plus x minus 15 over 4x squared. Get the reciprocal of that. The denominator is 1, so that will be your new numerator. So that will be 1 over 3x squared plus 5x. Now your division sign now will be changed to multiplication sign. That's step 1. Now step 2, we need to factor out our numerators and our denominators. So let's place them in a single division sign or fraction sign. Now, for 6x squared plus x minus 15, we need to apply here our guess and check method. So to do that, let me copy 6x squared plus x minus 15. So you want to factor that out there. So first thing you'll factor out is 6x squared. So what are the factors of 6x squared? So 6x squared can be factored out as 3x times 2x, or it can be factored out as 6x times x. So basically, let me use these two pairs here first. So let me try to use 3x and then 2x. Now let me factor out same thing, negative 15. So negative 15 to the factors of negative 15 are negative 5 times positive 3, or the opposite. It can be 5 times negative 3. So we will be trying these two pairs here. So let me try first negative 5 times negative 5 here, and then here positive 3 here. Now, to imagine, so this is a quadratic equation. So imagine the quadratic equation divided into 3 parts. So that is actually your part A. That is your part B. And that is your part C. To check your part A, you need to multiply these two. Okay, so that's how to check your part A. To check your part B, okay, you need to do part C first. So to do that, let me erase that part here. So to check your part C, you need to multiply these two. Okay, so that's how to check your part C. Now to check your part B, you need to multiply these two and these two over here, and they should add up to positive x. So let's try to do that. Negative 5 times 2x will give us negative 10x. 3x times positive 3 here will give us positive 9x. If you add them, if you add negative 10x plus 9x, we'll get a negative x, which is wrong because our part B is positive x. So the only difference here is the sign. So in that case, all we need to do now is to change the signs. So we change the negative 5 to positive 5, and your positive 3 to negative 3. Now let's check it again. So positive 5 times positive 2, now it's positive 10x. 3 times negative 3, that will give us negative 9x. So that's 10x now, and that will be negative 9x. And now we have an x, which is a positive x. So these are the factors we're looking for. So let me copy that. So we have here 3x plus 5 times 2x minus 3. That's 1, so no need to copy that. For x squared, we need to factor that out. For x squared, multiply by the what's the common factor of 3x squared plus 5x? So that's x. Pull that outside. So 3x squared divided by x is 3x. Positive 5x divided by the common factor, which is x, will give us positive 5. So from there, we can cancel out common factors or divide out common factors, which is step 3. So we divide out 3x plus 5, 3x plus 5. Now let's write our simplified form. For the numerator, we have 2x minus 3. So what is 4x squared times x? That is 4x cubed. X squared times x will give us x cubed. So this is now our simplified form. Now to do step 4, which is to find the excluded values, same thing again. We use our comparison table. So we have here the original and the simplified form. Let's start with the simplified form. So let's just get the denominator equated to 0. So that is 4x cubed equals 0. We solve for x. So let's do the math here. So to solve for x, so we divide both sides by 4. So we have now x cubed is equal to 0 divided by 4 is 0. Take the cube root. Take the cube root of that. So x now, what's the cube root of 0? So that's 0. So that is now your excluded value for the simplified form. For the original, you want to go to the factored form of the original expression. So you get all the variables equating to 0. So we have here 4x squared equals 0. Solve for x, and you should do your simple math. Same thing here. You will end up with 0. Now that is x. So just equate that to 0. It is already equated to 0. So your x is 0. Now your 3x plus 5 equate that to 0. Okay, let's do our simple math. The first thing you'll do here is to subtract 5 on both sides. And you should end up with 3x is equal to negative 5. Now we divide 3 on both sides. And the answer should be x is equal to negative 5 over 3. So there. So our x should be negative 5 over 3. So these are now your 3 excluded values. So just add that to your final answer. So your excluded values are your x should not be equal to, or I mean your excluded value is, because here the simplified and the original, they both have excluded values as zeros, right? So we don't need to write them, okay? Because they both have excluded values as zero. So we just need to get the difference. okay, the different excluded value, which is the negative 5 over 3. So for this problem, our excluded value now will be negative 5 over 3. So that's your simplified form and your excluded value.